Hello students, welcome to the lecture series of Formal Languages and Automata Theory. My name is Gopi Simhadri, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering in VFSTR deemed to be University. So here, in this lecture, we have to discuss push-down automata. So in the previous chapter, you have to learn different types of grammars and languages. So now, in this lecture, we have to learn push-down automata. So what are the contents we have to learn in this lecture? So these are the contents you have to learn. So these are the contents you have to learn in this lecture. So what is the definition and description of the push-down automata, and what is the instantaneous description, and what is the how to declare a PDA language, and what are the different acceptance states. So here different types of acceptance states. One is final state acceptance and empty state acceptance. Another one is empty state acceptance. And how to convert context-free grammar to PDA, and how to convert PDA to context-free grammar. So these are the topics we have to discuss in these lectures. So the first one, what is the definition of push-down automata? So here, what is the definition of push-down automata? A push-down automata is a way to implement context-free grammar in a similar way to design finite automata for regular grammar. So here, in the previous chapter, we have to discuss different types of languages and grammars. Like for regular grammars, we are for regular grammars. So here, for designing regular grammars, we are using finite state machine. Like that, for designing context-free grammars, we are using push-down automata. For due to the limitations of finite state machine, we are unable to design some few languages. So that type of languages we could be used to used in this push-down automata. For example, so what are the main what is the main definition of push-down automata? See here, it is more powerful than finite state machine. So more powerful means for finite state machine, there is a limited memory in this machine. But here, push-down automata, we are using another infinite memory, that is called stack memory. And the finite state machine has a very limited memory, but this push-down automata has more memory. For example, this PDA is a one of the finite state machine. In addition that, we are adding some infinite memory, that is called stack. So here, the stack is a way to arrange elements on one top of the another. So here in this stack, we are using two operations. The first one is push and the second one is pop operation. So what is push and what is pop? So here the push is a new element is added at the top of the stack. And coming to the pop operation, the top element of the stack is read or removed. So whenever the top pointer, for example, this is my stack, and here I am insert in my stack there are different types of elements are included. The first here the top is point to the topmost element. For example, here the C is a topmost element in the stack. So whenever I am using the push operation, the push is adding one more element on top of the stack. For example, I am adding the new element. For example, I am adding new element D into the stack, that is A, B, C. So here my new element is added top of the stack, that is D. So now the new top position is D. So whenever I am applying pop operation, pop means we are removing one element from the top of the elements. Okay. So for example, whenever we are applying pop operation into the stack A, B, C. So what is my current top position? That is D. So this D element is removed from the stack. So now the new top position is C. New top position is C. Okay. So these are the two operations used in stack. So the PDA is a combination of finite state machine plus stack. This stack is the infinite memory, but in previous we are using only finite state machines. In these finite state machines there is some limitations. So for that limitations we couldn't process some of the languages like a power n, b power n, where n is greater than 1. So these type of languages we couldn't process by using finite state machines. Okay, so for that purpose we are adding a memory. So this stack is a unlimited memory. Okay, so now the PDA is the combination of finite state machine and stack. And the next one, a push down automata has three components. The first one is input tape, and the second one is finite control unit, and the third one is stack with infinite memory. So here the first one, input tape. So the input tape having different types of languages, like different types of strings. Okay, based on this input string, these input strings are given to the control units, finite control unit. So the finite control unit takes the input from the input tape. According to this stack elements, the control unit takes the input from the input tape, and finally it will accept, the string is accepted or rejected. So now here the finite control unit takes the input from the input tape. Based on that input, it will take the symbols from the stack, and these according to the stack symbols the language is accepted or rejected. So these are the three components used in this push down automata. One is a input tape, and the second one is finite control unit and stack memory. So these are the three components are used in this push down automata machine. Okay, and the next one, the push down automata can be defined 7 tuples. There is first one, q, sigma, tau, q naught, z, final state, and transition function. And here q represents the set of states in the finite push down automata, and sigma represents input symbols, and tau represents the set of stack symbols, and q naught represents initial state, and z is the stack top element, and f represents set of final states in the push down automata, and delta represents transition functions. The finite automata can be divided into two types. The first one is deterministic finite automata, and the second one is non-deterministic finite automata. Likewise, the push down automata can be divided into two categories. The first one is deterministic push down automata, and the second one is non-deterministic push down automata. So here, what is the definition of deterministic push down automata? So the transition function is if you are in the state queue and it will take any input from the any input symbol, or you are in the next you have to see any input symbol epsilon. So if you have to take input symbol either sigma or epsilon, you couldn't take both symbols. Okay, only you have to take either sigma or epsilon. Or if you have to look at into the top element in the stack. So these are the input symbols. You have to define the deterministic finite push down automata. So then next you have to decide what to do. So here you have to move one particular state, and you have to push something into the stack. So this is the outcome of the deterministic push down automata. So then what is the non-deterministic push down automata? So here the transition function can be defined as, so if you are in particular state Q, and if we have to take input symbol sigma, either input symbol sigma or epsilon, then you have to look at into the tax stop symbol, then you have to move more than one particular states, and we have to push number of elements into the stack. So these are the this is the non-deterministic PDA, and this is for deterministic PDA. So here the deterministic PDA can be defined as, if you have in the particular state Q, and you could be take either input symbol sigma or epsilon, and you have to take top element in the stack, then you have to move particular state Q, or you have to pushing something into the stack. For example, so if you are in the you have to take push down automata, this is the input symbol and this is the stack. So here the push down automata, you have a particular state Q, and this automata can be looked into the particular input symbol. Here particular input symbol like sigma. So he input symbol a something, any input symbol from the input symbols, or it could be take it as epsilon. So after reading all elements in the given string, and the last one is the epsilon. So either you could take any input symbol from the list of the input symbols, or you could be take it as epsilon as the input symbol, and you have to take top element into the stack. So this is the stack, and you could be look at into the top element into the stack. So this is this top element. So this push down automata, firstly you could be look at into the input symbol sigma, or you can look at it into the epsilon symbol, and at the same time it could be look at into top of the element into the stack. Then it could be decided what to do. It could be moved to any particular state Q, or something pushed into the stack, So this is the deterministic push down automata. So coming to the non-deterministic push down automata. So here in non-deterministic push down automata, the state push down automata, if you have in particular state Q, and it could be looked into the input symbol A, either input symbol particular input symbol sigma, or either epsilon, and we have to look at into the top element into the stack Z0. Then the output, what you have to do in non-deterministic push down automata, either you could move to more than one state or more number of symbols into the stack, push to more number of input symbols, more number of symbols into the stack. So this is the non-deterministic PDA. So coming to the next one, instantaneous description. Instantaneous description is an informal notation of how a PDA computes given input string, whether it is accepted or rejected. For example, the instantaneous description can be divided into a triplet. One is from it could be represented as Q, comma W, comma alpha. So here the Q represents the current state, and W represents the given input string, and alpha represents the stack element, so the stack's top element. Okay, coming to the next one, instantaneous description. So instantaneous description is an informal notation of how PDA computes the given input string. So here the instantaneous description can be defined a triplet Q, comma, W, comma, alpha. So here the Q represents the set of states in the given finite push down automata, and coming to the next one, second one, W. So W represents the given input strings, input symbols, and alpha represents the stack's top element. So this is the notation to represent the instantaneous description. So coming to the next one, transtile notation. So transtile notation. So here the transtile notation, the represent the symbol is the symbol to represents transtile notation, and it represents a single move. This represents a single move. So coming to the, this symbol represents more than one move. So this symbol represents single move and this symbol represents more than one move. So this is the transtile notation. So for example, P comma B comma T were transtile notation of Q comma W comma alpha. So here the state P moves to state Q, and here in this the input symbol using the input symbol B is changed to W, and the stack's top element T, and it will be changed to alpha. So this is the transtile notation of the given push down automata. Okay.